Greetings. Thou hast joined me on this most profound day of 123 days of mine poetry, my poetry that I presenteth to you with. Thou hast pleased me mightily. Joining me for this. Sorry, if my noggin was working better, I would dazzle you with so much Shakespeare because I have memorized tons of it. I'm telling you, it's gotten a lot harder for me in recent years to memorize things, and it's one of my only human skills. But I just feel like there's so much panic and general chaos at the forefront of my brain at any given time. It feels real bad today. Headaches galore, just chocked full in there. Don't know what's going on. My doctor said, maybe it's mold. And the whole process of discovering if that could be the root of my disordered living, it's a real process. It's a crazy, madly expensive process. But listen to them birds, eh? The sky is really crazy right now. It's divided in half, light and dark. Oh, sprinkles just cameth upon us. Cameth uponeth us. I really do. I can do a Shakespeare show. I'm not some expert or anything, but everything feels a little difficult to me. You're probably wondering. You might be asking yourself, why is she speaking of Shakespeare? Oh, these little dribbles and droobles. I hope they don't turn into anything more, because I've brought my vintage Shakespeare out, and of course, why wouldn't I have a picnic for any other reason than to have it rained upon, of course. But this is my cute little Shakespearean picnic. I brought myself a scone. I always thought it was scone, but of course it's British, so it's scone. That's a good scone. Oh, yep. Big fat droplets coming on me. Not good timing there. Is this rain cloud coming towards me? That'd be pretty crazy, y'all. If this shit goes down, it's gonna be really rugged. Pretty worried. Can't lie. Got my whole setup here. What else would happen? Other than just this. Here. Wow. Okay. Cool. Guess we better get to it. Sorry, I was just really enjoying that scone. It's a lot of cool things today. I'm helping a friend with a short film project for his college. And, it consumed a lot of my brain in my day. I can't lie. And I just don't feel like there's much room in there today. But let us to it. Let us maketh our way to it. Today is National Cherry Cheesecake Day. Wish I had some. National Lost Dogs Awareness Day. That's really depressing, because if I think about anything happening to my doggo, it's unbearable pain. But to lighten that up a little, you remember that Flight of the Conchords episodes about the epileptic dogs fundraiser? Epileptic dogs. Sure, of course you do. Please don't rain upon me. Ooh, I feeleth the droplets. Ooh, I feeleth them. I can't tell which way the clouds are going. So, Lost Dogs Awareness. National Picnic Day. So I actually have a lot of really festive picnic baskets, but this one most seemed to match my little outfit, which was a necessary. It was a necessary commodity to have my little outfit, and you shall see why. And you shall see why post haste. It is National Take a Chance Day. I wish what should I do? I should send a weird text message to somebody I haven't talked to in a long time. Somebody who's been rude or blown me off, or I don't know. I'll take a chance. I'll take a chance. Take a chance on me. My personal fave on the list, National Talk Like Shakespeare Day. So, real pumped about that. As I said, I wish my brain didn't feel so crowded, or I would really lay upon ye some Shakespearean goodies, but I did the next best thing. I wore one of the best shirts I've ever owned in my entire life. It's old Willie Shakes, and it says, "Those who hate shall hate henceforth. Those who hate shall hate henceforth." And I just feel real cool when I wear it. Like, a little bit of G, a little bit of shaky, big shakes. Watched this fascinating documentary on PBS about how he wasn't really who he said he was, and it was extremely complex, and I wish I could bring to mind all the complexities and titillate you with them and blow your very minds with them. But I don't really remember everything. I just kind of remember that he seemed to be a composite of several different people, and there was this kind of bisexual baron who was maybe him, but then mixed with another guy he was paying to write for him, and it was really complex. It was all these scholars being like, Shorty wasn't who he said he was, and there's this whole complex mystery of his burial place, and gosh, and I wish I could remember it. I wish my brain could hold stuff like this, but this very intricate engraving that had been done that was sort of a clue for people who were like really, 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 really in the cult of knowledge of Shakespeare, which is a cool cult to be in, that they had sort of put this riddle together that was something to the effect of like, my body's not even here and I'm not even me. Something like that. I wish I could do it justice. I'm not doing it great justice. But National Talk Like Shakespeare Day, National Day of Silence, which I didn't know what that meant, so I looked it up and I'm glad I did. It is actually to draw attention, and it's not saying silent like stay silent and don't come forward. It's saying silence as in silencing bullies and finding a way to change the conversation of bullies surrounding the LGBTQIA community. So let's get on that, shall we? Brought a couple of my Willie Shakes books out that I really enjoy. This one's quite old, and oh gosh, oh wow, that kind of hit me in the feels. You don't remember all the things that come across your path. It's hard to, especially when your path is very winding, and you're lucky as I am to have so many humans come upon it. But this belonged to a woman in my theater company who passed away. And she gave it to me, and it was a show we were in together, and I was very young. I was like 16, so I was just kind of wetting my feet with Shakespeare, and she heard me talking about my interest in it and brought this for me. We were in a play about the Holocaust called Who Will Carry the Word, so that's very special. I just had forgotten that she gave me that. Hey, what you got percolating? Oh, this is a great cup. This is a great little showsies. Oh man, it's just so like 70s and cute. Hi-yo. Picnic day-o. Really like this picnic basket closes thusly. So yeah, that's kind of a special little reminder. It's from 1953. Quite the thing. And then this is my super vintage one. And I tell ya, way back at the beginning of the week, I checked this out and saw that this was going to be the day, and I wanted to write you something in like a Shakespearean style, do some sort of sonnet. Whoa, that's a big mosquito. Oh, the fear is real. The fear just got real. I was gonna do some sort of sonnet in iambic pentameter, but I'm afraid the time got the better of me. So just what's marked in here? What do we have marked? A time methinks too short to make a world without end bargain in. No, no, my lord, your grace is perjured much, full of dear full of dear guiltiness, and therefore this, if for my love, as there is no such cause, you will do aught, this shall you do for me. Your oath I will not trust, but go with speed, to some forlorn and naked hermitage, remote from all the pleasures of the world. There stay until the 12 celestial signs have brought about their annual reckoning. If this austere, insociable life change not your offer made in the heat of blood, if frosts and fasts, hard lodging and thin weeds nip not the gaudy blossoms of your love, but that it bear this trial and last love, then at the expiration of the year come challenge me by these deserts. And by this virgin palm now kissing thine, I will be thine, and till that instant shut my woeful self up in a mourning house, raining the tears of lamentation for the remembrance of my father's death. If this thou do deny, let our hands part, neither entitled in the other's heart. Cool. Love's labor's lost, baby. What else do I have weirdly marked in here? Was this given to me too? Oh yeah, it's from my pa. Thanks, Pa. What's this marking? What do I got here? Hence comes it that your kindred shuns your house, as beaten hence by your strange lunacy. O noble lord, bethink thee of thy birth. Call home thy ancient thoughts from banishment, and banish hence these abject lowly dreams. Look how thy servants do attend on thee, each in his office ready at thy beck. Wilt thou have music? Hark, Apollo plays, and 20 caged nightingales do sing, or wilt thou sleep? We'll have thee to a couch softer and sweeter than the lustful bed, on purpose trimmed up for Semiramis. Say thou wilt walk, we will bestrew the ground, or wilt thou ride? Thy horses shall be trapped, their harness studded all with gold and pearl. Dost thou love hawking? Thou hast hawks will soar above the morning lark, or wilt thou hunt? Thy hounds shall make the welkin answer them, and fetch shrill echoes from the hollow earth. It's hard. A single page of it is like more than most people in these last couple of generations talk or communicate in a year. It's fascinating. It's just like one page. Do thou thy, this little note says, do thou thy. Do thou thy. What else do I have marked in here? Ooh, here's a secret note. I love secret notes. I love secret notes. This is our address. Okay, this is our home. You should write, call, visit. Okay. Interesting. Someone I just don't remember. I could get you an acting job in Salem if you're interested. Maybe I should take a chance and call this person and be like, who the heck are you? I have always wanted to go to Salem for Halloween. Who are you, person? Why are you in my Shakespeare? Crazy. Crazy. Take a chance. Wow, this is real. Wow. Okay. This is me doing some heavy research, also ripping some pages, which isn't great. I'm researching Cymbeline and Piscanio. Because he believes he deserves punishment, Cymbeline knights Belarius, and the identity of he and the sons are revealed. Hilarious is forgiving because he helped to defend Britain, and Cymbeline is reunited with his sons. The queen dies of a fever during the battle and confesses to never have loved Cymbeline. Imogen is honored as a brave peasant boy and reveals her identity. What? Whoa, okay. Dude, heavy research. I do not even remember researching this. seemingly apathetically written. There are holes in the script where people seem to appear out of nowhere after being absent from the story for a long period. That does happen a lot in Shakespeare. You're like, where the fuck did you just come from? Whereth the fucketh did you just come from? Okay, well, you get the idea. It's a Shakespeare day. There's all kinds of little notes for me in here. I don't even know. Put those expectations into the future to aid with pampering and relaxing for good meditation. I don't even know. Okay, cool. Note from my mom. Time, aye, that please some try all, both joy and terror, of good and bad, that make and unfold error. Now take upon me, in the name of time, to use my wings, impute it not a crime, to me or to my swift passage that I slide o'er 16 years and leave the growth untried of that wide gap, since it is my power to o'erthrow law, and in one self-born hour to plant and o'erwhelm custom, let me pass the same I am, ere ancient'st order was, or what is now received I witness to. The times that brought them in, so shall I do, to the freshest things now reigning and make stale. The glistering of this present as my tale now seems to it, your patience this allowing, I turn my glass and give my scene such growing, as you had slept between Leonotes leaving, Leonotes, I forget how to say that, Leonotes leaving the effects of his fond jealousies so grieving that he shuts up himself. Imagine me, gentle spectators, that I now may be in fair Bohemia, and remember well I mentioned a son, O the king's, which Florizel I now name to you, and with speed so pace to speak of Perdita, now grown in grace. I have no idea. It's so complex. That was The Winter's Tale, I think. Yes, The Winter's Tale. So many characters, so many crazy things happen, so many words, and they get all mixed up in your mouth, and they get all stuck up on your tongue. So that's Shakey's, Willie Shakes. And I just kind of picked this poem because it seemed sort of to flow in that romantical way and sort of to grow in its language and languid lapping. I don't know. I'm pretty beat. Here we are. The sun's setting. It's day 123. There's swans a-swimming. Actually, they're honking. Geese laying and honking. There's all kinds of stuff going on. There's birds. There's chirpeth. There's a lot of chirpething. Chirpeth the birds over the mountains. Okay. I'll just give it to you. It's kind of a weird day. Obviously, the theme was just sort of blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Paper? I'm just gonna do this is the raw, real deal from like 10 freaking years ago. I just didn't even feel I was gonna lose the light if I tried to type it and print it and all those buzzy bongos. So I'll just give it to you like this. Just like this. And if you don't like it, well, those who hate shall hate henceforth. Okay. So, little nod to some actually Arthurian type caricatures up in here. But I fear I did not have the time to write you a proper sonnet. So put that bee in your bonnet and we'll just do it another time. So this one is about like unrequited love and weird feelings of being outcast and all those things that I love to dabble in. It is called Kiss Me on the Hand, Gallahad, and we'll call it even. Fountain longing, oh isn't she lucky? I just want to sit by the fire with you, place one warm palm on my back skin, move your palm lines slow like braille stories for my vertebrae. Oh, your paw, stark white and blind, we won't go in for a while. No one will mind. I want to eat fruit off of your face. Want to feed you tastes you'll remember me by. I'll repeat my favorite parts and you'll say, yes, you told me before, but you'd love just to hear it a few nights more. I'll place my hands on your vocal cords and will remember our stoned in the back seat 16 selves. In love, you can be grounded or you can be playgrounded. You, my dear, are playgrounded as can be, she informed me angelically. Cold front coming in, full moon coming on, oblong and heart-shaped, a quilted kite taped to the window, his head resting on my hip curve, just so. The topsy-turv, arrow and bow, the thin layers we maintain with people we want let in. Dusk lives just up the way from blue. I found a bird for each of you. Oh, we knew what the sunrise was then. Unsure if it is truly daytime, he assumes warmth and isn't convinced how far his holding arms stretch, because they're wings, you see. Quite fetching, isn't he? The angel and the avian boy wonder, take in the space below with a feeling of fullness, and yes, they have been there so much longer than we could know or guess. So they reached right in, sparkling thumbprints for the starships to unearth, and they know the worth of it. It was endlessly green, but crystalline and unprinted, with the faces of long dead men. Their bills were made for bird calls and peeling into fleshy berries, calm and rose-faced. Buddhi mudra, fingers pressed for Mercury's sake. Communication, holy communion, in the river nude and unapologetic. Satnam, I am truth. Free of buttons, we are youth. Transformation, perception, limitlessness. We gave them a golden mirror, wistful to the top. And that is how we found what we got. The roots are in, but we don't touch the ground so hot. Are you sure you aren't forgetting something? She has so many names. We choose escape windows in the hidden and low parts of our houses. Children go missing for days looking for fairies, they say, and they may be right and true. We found blue brooks to dip our feet into. The languid pace of young breath was all around us. It was a type of lip softness I had saved for princesses with hair tangled in the bushes. Down at the base of towers, there is gold straw spinning in all the corridors. It takes us hours upon days to remember the time it was, or what for, who's to say. We continued to play, and no one called us in for supper. No one called us in for supper. Ounce, bone, finger curl, come here. There be hags in these woods. Oh, I was looking for them. The brave young girls learn from them, and baskets are woven and filled to the goodly brim's brink. Sink into lagoon-like lucidity. It's fine to stay up late listening to the frog songs. They'll all be princes someday, you see. The spindle-made blankets were stretched over their morning faces, something baking in heaps of cinnamon. The soup is served, and just to begin, we dance with big bellies and make ceremony out of everything. Glimmering stones come from under the bridge, but whatsoever this is, it is not a quest free of peril. Barrels of tears are taken as ways of reversing the spells. Your mother should have told you well what sprites bring in your what haha. Your mother should have told you well what spices to bring in your pouch. It's a garden of butterflies on the other side, no doubt. All you have to do is, what are we to do with these rare, naked, slow dancing indigos? Don't stop this glowing cup, refill spilling, pour, cheering to circle overflow. She lit her hair on fire once, bit off her tongue tip at age 7, believes in Santa Claus still insists she can fly, join in with the trapeze queens flawlessly. And we could be divinity if you clap your hands, believe in. And we could be divinity if I clap hands, believe in you, and you clap hands, believe in me. All things meet, infinity. Now you know. You know now. See? The light in the room with so much to prove, guarded by moats, but we sneak right through. The log fell in just the right place. You can cross easy. It's that face he gives when he needs me. You see, magic is also never not a river. Magic is also never not a river. Yep. We got some bird songs, if you can hear them. They are singing along. Yeah, so. Whoa. This is stuff this woman highlighted. For once in the world, a proposition is approached from all of its sides, and from the top and bottom. The country is more natural than the court. Shepherds live lives of enviable innocence and simplicity. The vices that devour the heart of civilized man will drop from him as soon as he walks under a greenwood tree. Perversion and malice cannot survive in the open air. The shade of beech trees is the only true academy. One impulse from the vernal wood will teach us more than all the sages can. Whoa. We comprehend the long failure of cynicism to undo sentiment. An idea is left hanging in the free air without contamination or support. Those are good things to highlight. Good thoughts. I don't know, so much more I want to tell ya. The bright day is done, and we are for the dark. Darklings stand, the varying shore of the world. Quartered the world, and o'er green Neptune's back with ships made cities. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, Hold! Hold! The blanket of the dark, it seems to her an agreeable image, and by no means suggests an element that can enwrap or smother. This is some heavy deep diving on Willie Shakes. And his voice rise to shrillness as he broods in terror upon the endless echo which is such a death may make in the world. His virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off, and pity like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow the horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. Definitely remember that shit from Hamlet. I mean, Macbeth. You get those angry dudes confused sometimes. She creeps. Her motion and her station are as one. She shows a body rather than a life, a statue than a breather. She looks like sleep, as she would catch another Antony in her strong toil of grace. Wow. Call the creatures whose naked natures live in all the spite of wreckful heaven, though whose bare, unhoused trunks to the conflicting elements exposed, answer mere nature, bid them flatter thee. Snap, snap, Willie Shakes. Wow, those birds are singing to you. all pretty good stuff, guys. It's all pretty good stuff. I don't know. It's very, very deep dive. This is a lot of analysis. Too hot, to mingle friendship far as mingling bloods. I have tremor cordis on me, my heart dances, but not for joy, not joy. This entertainment may a free face put on, derive a liberty from heartiness, from bounty, fertile bosom, and well become the agent. Tit may I grant, but to be paddling palms and pinching fingers, and now they are, and making practiced smiles as in a looking glass, and then to sigh as 'twere the mort or the deer. Oh, that is entertainment. My bosom likes not, nor my brows. My bosom don't like it, nor does my brows. I like the use of the word cuckolds. Here we are in April. Yet it is not April, nor is it any other month of spring, when Polixenes comes in disguise, hoping to catch his heir in the act of wooing a poor nobody. The flowers she offers him are flowers of winter. Sir, the year growing ancient, not yet on summer's death, nor on the birth of trembling winter. The fairest flowers of the season are the carnations, and streaked gillyflowers, which some call nature's bastards. Of that kind our rustic gardens barren, and I care not to get slips of them. So complex, my friend. You, oh you, so perfect and so peerless, are created of every creature's best. I, beyond all limit of what else I, the world, do love, prize, honor, you. Feel that obsession, Willie Shakes. I feel that obsession. So, okay, we did a little deep dive in. Sirens are going off. Things are continuing to happen in the world. This is a really cool book. I'm getting bit by mosquitoes. The sky is really cool. But it's very cold. I'm going to just tell you that it's quite cold. I'm going to have my last sip of tea. Perhaps the chance I will take is upon this random person in Salem. And saith I to the Salem mystery person, wherefore art thou, mystery Salem person? Wow, all of the machines and sirens and planes just started up at once. Ain't that a thing? So have a picnic. Even if it's a day late, that's fine. It's always a good time for a picnic. I'm gonna go warm my tootsies. It's quite cold. We'll try to be more thematic or precise tomorrow. We'll see. Who knows? I'm filming this little film, so maybe not. Maybe I'll just be bumbling, fumbling all over the place. All over the place. Excuse me. Forgive me. All over. Have a picnic. Talk like Shakespeare. Respect people. Don't bully people. Keep an eye on your dog. Eat some cherry cheesecake. And for goodness sake, remember that I love you.